guys, how's it going? Today's video is going to be the AuthorTube Newbie Tag 2.0. This one is also created by Jenna Streety. She decided to private the original and remake it, change around the questions, and all of that stuff. So, as always, the original and the questions are linked down below. And since the questions are different, I'm going to also leave my original AuthorTube Newbie Tag video in case you wanted to see what that one's about. But let's get straight into the questions. Question number 1. What is your book's pitch? When a little boy is attacked by a rogue monster, his imaginary friend and the monster under his bed must team up to seek justice and/or vengeance. Question number 2. If you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? In a world of magic and monsters, of danger and glory, of fantastical creatures and epic battles, Ted Buggy is a brilliant wizard with incredible powers. In real life, though, she reads and writes and plays with her cats, but she's still pretty cool. Question number 3. What do you usually write? I almost always write fantasy, and I usually throw in something dark in there. I have a couple sci-fi type plans and a couple little things, but I just like writing about things where I can make all the rules and I can create the world. Question number 4. What's something you would never write? I would definitely say romance. As I've mentioned, I am not a romantic person. I don't enjoy reading romances. I'm not a lovey-dovey kind of person. So I don't think that I would want to kind of force my characters into a romance. And I don't like how it's I think it's an actual genre requirement that there has to be a happy ending. I just don't like that. I want my characters to choose their own partners and I can choose my own ending, and I don't like the rules that romance has to have. So it's not for me. Question number 5. What is your goal for starting your AuthorTube channel? I would say my top ones would be motivation, making friends, and learning things. Talking about my projects and the accountability that comes along with that is really motivating to me, and just being surrounded by people who also enjoy writing and everything that goes with that, I think is really motivating and really helps me. Also, I love making friends. I don't have very many real life friends who write, so I think it's nice connecting with other writers. And of course, along with that, by being part of AuthorTube, I have met and discovered so many new AuthorTube channels. So I am learning so many things and improving my own writing, and it's just been a great experience all around. And I want that to just continue, maybe forever. Question number 6, what made you start writing? I would say what made me start writing seriously was an event that was happening in my life. And a way for me to cope with it was to kind of make a high fantasy parody of it in my head and kind of explore it that way. I'd always been an avid reader and I wrote, sporadically, but never anything serious. But I always read high fantasy. So when it came time to make up this world in my head where I could, overcome what I was going through, it was basically a high fantasy parody of my life at that time. And then I just decided to write it down, and then I discovered NaNoWriMo, and then everything just blew up from there, and the story changed and evolved, and now it's completely separate from the event that it was kind of birthed from. And I fell in love with writing, and I loved the challenge of it, and I loved just the experience of writing, and now I'm in way too deep. Question number 7, what does your publishing path look like? I never intended to publish anything I wrote. I don't have the constitution, I think, for querying and rejections, and honestly my feelings get hurt pretty easily. So I think that with all of the effort and pieces of yourself you put into writing, I don't think that I would be able to, handle all the negativity that can come from that. And all the rejections and stuff, I think it would really get to me. So I always intended to just write for fun, just for myself. But ever since I joined AuthorTube, for the last couple months, I've been really thinking differently about this. I don't know if I would fully publish. Again, querying and all those rejections, it doesn't sound like something that I would personally be able to do. And as far as indie publishing and self-publishing, I don't think I have the know-how or really the desire for marketing. It's just not for me. So that kind of eliminates those options. But I do want my friends to be able to read my books someday. And now that I'm meeting so many more AuthorTubers and I've read some of their books, I kind of think that I like the idea of my friends reading my books and maybe my family someday and, people that I know. I always print out a version of my book from KDP because I like having a physical bound copy on my bookshelf. I like one that like looks like a real book. And what I always do is I just always, upload it on, well, it was CreateSpace at the time, but KDP. And then I just, set it to private and just print it out for myself. But I'm thinking of not keeping it on private. Like, I don't think I'm going to fully, fully publish my book, but that way, like, if some of my friends want to check it out, or my family, they can. We'll see. I think I'm at kind of a transitional phase right now with what my future in writing looks like. So I don't want to, like, say anything for sure yet, but yeah, we'll see. Question number 8. What content do you bring to the AuthorTube table? I guess the most obvious thing is I do a AuthorTube and BookTube mixture. I try to keep it pretty much 50-50. So there's that whole, like, the other half of books, basically. I try to do the reading part and the writing part. Also, lots of cats. I have really cute cats, and they like showing up in all the videos. Right now, Comet is asleep on the floor, and Ripley is lying on her back with her tummy in her air because she just finished playing fetch and now she's tired. But yeah, usually the cats are in my videos and they are darn cute, so I think that they count as like something I bring to the table. The other thing that I really try to bring is a lot of positivity and good vibes. Like, I try to be a positive person and I try to always, like, I don't know, keep that energy. So I think that that's something that I try to bring. Overall, I try not to fit too much into one category. Like, I don't want my content to get predictable. So, with the whole doing AuthorTube and BookTube things, and I try to kind of throw in sometimes different videos of my other interests or other things like that. So I think that the variety is something interesting, but honestly, mostly cats. Question number 9. What is your biggest writing struggle? Titles. Titles are the bane of my existence. I either come up with a title like right away, like as I'm coming up with a story idea, or not at all. Like, and I try. Like, that's the worst part, is I put a lot of time and effort into trying to come up with titles. I'm just unsuccessful. Question number 10. What is your biggest writing skill? I would say, like, my top couple are ideas and, like, what ifs, because those kind of go together. But, like, coming up with concepts and, like, I don't know, having an idea in my head and thinking, okay, but what if this? And then, okay, but what if this? And then kind of, like, growing and evolving that into a story idea, I think is something that I find I'm good at. Also, outlining. My outlining method, I know that outlining isn't for everybody. I am very happy with it. I think I've really kind of grown and tweaked it over the years and over the projects. So I would say that those are my biggest ones. So basically, like, the groundwork for a story. The writing it part, but the groundwork, the bare bones of it, I think I'm fairly strong at. And then you're supposed to choose between question 11 and 12, depending on if you've been on AuthorTube a while or if you're still new. So I want to go with question number 12. If you're new to AuthorTube, what is your biggest AuthorTube question? I would say my biggest, like, video related question would be tips for vlogging, especially writing vlogs. I'm still trying to get that mix of them. I am going to be trying to do every couple daily vlogs, like daily vlogs, but every couple days. For Camp NaNoWriMo this coming, well, by the time this is posted, maybe it's already camp. I don't know, it's like a week away. Anyway, yeah, I would like to get better at vlogs, so I'm always looking for more tips and advice. I recently asked my AuthorTube cabin because I have so many awesome cabin mates and a lot of them do a lot of writing vlogs. Like, Kate Kavanaugh is the one that kind of organized the cabin, and she does so many writing vlogs. So I got a lot of really good advice from all of them, and I made a little list, and I'm really looking forward to trying to put that into practice and get better at it. If you guys also have any tips for vlogging, I would definitely be very interested in hearing them. And also, like, reading vlogs too, and just other types of vlogs. Like, I don't know, I don't have that, like, that structure or lack of structure or whatever it is down yet. Question number 13 is basically, what are you looking for in AuthorTube? New channels to follow, betas, CPs, or other types of writing buddies. So as of right now for me, I'm really looking for more friends. I'm not quite at the stage for critique partners and beta readers yet, but I always love checking out more channels and just, like, getting more into the community itself and more connections and more friends. So that's basically my answer, is friends overall. And finally, question number 14. What are you most excited for this new fresh start on AuthorTube? I would say that in the last couple months, I've started really making more friends and having like closer connections with people, and I've been feeling more involved in the community and just all of those great things. So I'm really looking forward to basically that continuing to improve. Like I mentioned, I was invited to join an AuthorTube cabin for Camp NaNoWriMo, and I don't know, it just feels so like, I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm being included in things. And there's so many people that like, I comment on most of their videos, they comment on most of my videos, like, I don't know, those connections and those friendships, and there's so many people that I guess like, I don't know, like I feel like we're being genuine friends, and I'm so excited for that. I'm loving all of that stuff. So I guess I'm really just looking forward to all of that continuing and, you know, making more friends, making closer friendships, you know, like all of us growing together, and I don't know, just all of that sappy stuff. And that was the last question. So again, thank you Jenna Streety for making this and giving us all another chance to talk about our channels and connect with the AuthorTube community. I've only been on AuthorTube for about 8 or so months now, but it has just been such a great experience, and I'm so excited for this to keep growing. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like button to let me know, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of this wonderful AuthorTube journey and all the other videos I make. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Recently joined Twitter, so feel free to follow me @Tebuggy. But I hope to see you guys next time, and until then, have a great day. Bye!